What up? Wade here in Playa del Carmen, Mexico. I was here for a wedding. It's been amazing. It's actually our final day. Hopefully I got a little sun. But it's 95 degrees out, and I figure what better way to do this video than to go jump in and get a little fresh water, cool down a little bit. So enjoy the views, and I'll talk to you in a moment. Okay, so what I want to talk about today is a topic that came up a few times over the week, and it's basically been just hanging out on the beach, hanging out at the pool with friends that I've known for a decade, a lot that I haven't seen for the last few years as I've been building the business. And it's been really cool, but it's interesting how as you have a couple drinks of wine, the night moves on, it always ends getting spiritual for some reason with my group of friends. And there's a topic that's came up in a lot of my client calls that I think is a little bit weird. But I think if there's any time to kind of go down the rabbit hole, what better place than chilling out in paradise, and hopefully you get some good views along the way. And what it is, it's this sort of whenever life gets tough, whenever life gets challenging, you know, it's all about, as a coach, doing the reframes, helping people reframe the situation, helping people go, okay, what's the best way to view this, turn it into a positive. But there's a deeper level one that I've been using a lot lately. Like I said, it goes a little bit off the deep end here, as I'm in the shallow end of the pool. But I think it's really important, and every time I've said it, people have really liked it. It really resonates with them. So what it comes down to is, if we look at humanity here, like I said, we're gonna go really deep for a second, and we look at, okay, how is the evolution of consciousness? If we look at the evolution of technology, one way of expecting things to go is that, you know, we're not too far away where solar power becomes so cheap that we basically have unlimited capacity for, you know, energy and things like that. And so if all of a sudden we have unlimited energy, then food goes to free, you know, electricity goes to zero, Wi-Fi goes to zero, all of a sudden, and then automation and robots leading to all the things that we create going closer and closer to zero. So where literally everything is handed to you. And so what happens, you know, later in life, maybe this is 30 years, 50 years, 100 years away, at some point, I truly believe there's this chance where we could end up in this sort of matrix society where we're in our own little bubbles and everything is handed to us through Amazon Prime. And you know, you don't even need to leave your place, and through virtual reality and things like that, you still again don't need to leave your place, and you can kind of like send your consciousness into sort of artificial intelligence. Let's say 50, 100 years from now, you have everything handed to you. What would you do with your time? Literally, there's no challenges, nothing, and so you don't even have this relativity of pain and suffering versus success and celebration. And you'd probably just relive your life and go, okay, I'm gonna live it, and if I wanna live my life, how would I do it? So iteration after iteration, seeing kind of like that movie Groundhog Day, where they're going through different things and he's trying different things out and seeing how the ramifications of that are for his future life. And so I would say, if I'm playing a video game, let's play some zombie game or something like that, I don't want like a couple zombies popping out. I want to play that game on super hard mode. And then you're like, boom, 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 you're going through life, you're like, oh, chaos, crazy shit. And then at the end, if you have the success, it just feels so much better when the game is on hard mode versus easy mode. And so there were definitely times in my business where I'm thinking, man, this is just so challenging. I remember a few years back, I'm just like, man, why does it seem like it's easier for everyone else? And again, the reframe that I have is, oh, if I go back to, if I'm in that computer graphic and I'm reliving my life, would I want to play that game on easy mode? Or would I want to play it on the most challenging, like what else can I stack on? And then again, when I had the issue with my eyes a few months back, but there was a time where I'm like, I can't even walk across the street without help. And I'm thinking, I'm looking up kind of like, not God, but I'm like, future version of me, you're making me blind now too? Not only making it tough, you're making me blind. I'm like, okay. And so that's kind of the frame, that's kind of the story that, like I said, for me, if I want to really go to the depths of where I think things could go, it kind of really opens up this sort of like just relaxation and this sort of like, okay, almost enjoyment and thriving in the challenge versus like, okay, like a little easy reframe, like spin it into the positive. And what it also does, it gives it a very objective meta view versus, like I said, you know, being stuck in the weeds. Because I feel like too often we're just stuck in the weeds and going, whoa, woe's me. Why is it so tough for me? It looks like it's easier for everyone else. It's just like you're playing the game. It's the game of life. And if you're playing the game, you might as well enjoy it. Yes, you can do amazing things. Like it's moments like this that make me sometimes get out of the weeds and have those deep thoughts. But it's like you can do that, like, you know, my little vestibule layer in Chicago as well. And so like I said, I've said this to a lot of clients and it's really helped them out. For a while I was a little apprehensive about talking about it because it's a little bit crazy. Hopefully it helps you on your journey. And so I'm gonna go back and enjoy my final day here and go find my girlfriend on the day bed, get a little sun. I like sun, get a little too much sun here. So that's pretty much it. As always, enjoy.